Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Moore Park College, home of the Moore Park Raiders, for this finale matchup of our broadcast season between Moore Park and the West LA Wildcats. I'm Justin Borsis, your play-by-play commentator, alongside Luke Lamont, your color commentator this afternoon for this finale matchup for us. Both these teams on opposite sides of the ledger, both with losing records, but the Raiders come in with a win their last time out. Record 13-19, 7-6 at home, 6-12 on the road, and 10-8 in conference play. For West LA, it's just been a tough season. 5-26 overall, 0-17 at home, and 5-9 on the road. Their only wins coming on the road this year. So, Luke, what do we have to see from both these teams today?
Well, first off, it's not often you see a team struggle so much at home but do better on the road, but that's the case for West LA. Big part in that, they have 11 home runs on the season. That gives them a big advantage over Moore Park, who ends up with 0 coming into this game as they still look for their first. The advantage, though, goes to Moore Park in the pitching aspect. A total on the team of a 5.68 ERA compared to a 9.86 for West LA. The advantage just comes down to what team I believe is going to pitch better and who's got the bats going.
So we'll get started with the lineups here. Leading off for West LA, we have number 23, Jesus Sanchez at third. Noah Matsumoto is in left. Then you have Danny Gill in center. Next up would be Kai Hirschberger. He's in right. At the designated hitter position, Dean Keys will play. Then you have Johnny Soto. He is going to be at second, followed by Tristan Gallegos. He's at first. Then we have Fernando Gonzalez. He will be catching, and Figueroa will be in at the shortstop position. On the mound today will be Galvin. He is going to be starting, and we will get his line in just a second. Galvin on his year, a .617 earned run average, left-handed pitcher, 13 appearances, 9 starts, 1 win, 5 losses. But the Raiders will be pitching first. Sanchez is up with a 1-0 count. And on the mound is Stanfield. We'll get their lineup when they come up to bat in the bottom half.
Sanchez up at the plate, a .268 batting average.
2 pitches low and in. It's 2-0. All the games we've covered this year, Luke, Stanfield has been on the mound to start, and he, for the most part, is really in a spot situation, and then they go to the bullpen after about 2 to 3 innings normally. See if he goes deeper today.
Well, in the last game we covered against Ventura, ended up using about 5 pitchers.
That ball off the glove, fielded by Stanfield. He throws to first in time. What a reaction play for the leadoff, man. Nearly took his head off, and instead he's able to recover. 1 down.
Oh, yeah, took the glove right off his hand. Great job keeping his composure to track down the ball and make the play. Good first out for Moore Park. That was a line drive shot right at Stanfield.
Matsumoto will bat second. We're hoping you're all having a meaningful Easter, Ramadan, and Passover weekend for those that celebrate.
Matsumoto, he is the best hitter on the team, averaging .378 on the season.
378, 2 bombs to his credit. Stanfield pours in a ball. Stanfield coming in with an ERA just over 7, 7.06. Swung on and missed. Good breaker. It's 1-1.
Well, Stanfield seems to be a little bit more composed in the beginning of the last time we saw him. Started off with 2 balls and then the quick out to first.
Different unis than we're used to seeing.
Yeah,
Dark
nice.
blue today.
Nice blue and white.
This overcast afternoon. 2-1 count. And dugout tells him step off for a second. There's a ball in the outfield that needs to be retrieved.
Matsumoto won 3 players to reach triple digits in at-bats for West LA.
2-1. Jam shot in on the hands. Slow roller. Throw to first. There is no throw. Peyton Riley couldn't handle it. The normal second baseman over there. He was the hero last week, leading off the 8th inning in what was a 5-run 8th to take the lead 8-7 late with a double.
The double went back off the wall. I mean, he made a good play, picked up the ground ball, just couldn't get it out of his glove cleanly.
Danny Gill next to bat, 229 average. That'll count as a hit because it just didn't come out of the glove of Riley in time. Outside corner, strike 1. So runner at first, 1 out.
Danny Gill, a 229 hitter for this team. He's also got 1 shot out of over the fence to his name.
Something of note today, with a left-hander on the mound, it'll be a lot harder to steal bags, at least to start this game. Long look at first. And going there. Runner back. Still 1-1 the count. For a team in Moore Park that has had really an up-and-down year.
Well,
bit of a streaky team.
Giving up 42 stolen bases. So it's not necessarily a surprise. They're checking. As you mentioned, definitely a up-and-down kind of team.
Lace to third. There's 1 to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll end the inning. Well, the Raiders, they give up a hit, but they get out of it very easily, and they'll come up to bat with a chance to get on the board early. 0-0, bottom 1.
Well, a solid first inning. Only 4 batters get to the plate, but ends up with no runs. Only 1 got to first. So a solid start for Stanfield compared to last time we saw him out. Definitely better than his previous first.
So we'll give you the lineup for the Raiders now here in the bottom of the first. Batting in the leadoff spot in center field, Michael Jester. Then we have Shane Leon Grieger at short. Then we have McFarland. He'll be at third. Prado is the designated hitter. He is not catching today. Then we have Peyton Riley. He is at second base. Connor Whitcomb will be at first. Then Martinez will be in left. Coert will be catching. He's the backup. And Arund will be in right. And Stanfield on the mound. Sun has just peeked its way through on this cloudy afternoon. So interesting, little bit of a different lineup here late in the season. Luke Coert we haven't seen much of. He comes in only 10 at-bats on his season. Actually, correction, 10 games, 22 at-bats on his year.
Well, in those 22, been all right. 273 hitter.
This could be something in terms of, end of the year getting a guy some playing time, going into next season, seeing what he's got at the catcher spot if he takes over for Prado.
Oh, Prado.
Whitcomb is normally in a DH role, but today he's playing first.
We'll see what Coert's got to bring to this team. I mean, as you said, hasn't really seen much action, only 22 at-bats in 10 games.
But Michael Jester, who is the normal leadoff man, will step to the plate to get things going. Center fielder comes in with a 234 batting average, 360 on base, and a slugging just over 270, 279 to be exact. Not a great year, but does have 33 hits and 130 ABs. Outside corner, strike one.
That's a solid first pitch. We saw Jester get on base twice the last time we were here.
Okay.
Both singles.
Just for everyone's record keeping, that previous play by Riley in which he couldn't get the ball out of his glove has been changed to an error, so take away the hit. It's a 1-1 count. Setting up inside. Ground ball to second, short hop one, throw to first, in time, one down.
A good clean field. Took a little hop, but calm second baseman makes the play. Moore Park leads off with an out. Jester won't see the bag this time around.
Shane Leon Grieger. One of the better hitters, in fact, I believe the best hitter, second best hitter with the exception of McFarland. There's a little dribbler, it's a bunt, squeeze, safe.
That's one way to get your first bag on.
For the day, manufacture a hit with a speedster on.
And now comes up McFarland. So you got Jester to lead off. We've seen him be efficient batting first. And then the next two are your second and first best hitters.
McFarland now, second best RBI man on the team as well with 21 on the year. Takes a strike. 1 on, 1 out. Spoke about Alexander Galvin. He's also a lefty, so it'll be a little difficult to steal some bags on him as well. Check on first. Runner doesn't go anywhere. He comes in with a 6.17 ERA. Strike one. Strike two, correction there. 0-2 the count.
McFarland a little bit of trouble early on. Got to watch this next pitch. Make sure he doesn't bite on anything not in the strike zone.
11 walks. Cue shot to first. They're going to go to second for one. They can't get two. McFarland too quick, but they get the lead runner. 2 down.
Well, McFarland now on base, as you mentioned. They get, I believe it was Leon Grieger at second. So both teams playing good defense to start. Good fielding besides the one error for Moore Park.
Galvin, in his 58.1 innings pitched, has given up 78 hits, so that's almost double his innings total. Get knocked around. He's going to want to keep the ball on the ground today. That one is in there for a strike. Good off-speed pitch. Curveball over the front side of the plate.
Oh, well, and this being his 10th start, 1-5 coming into this game. He has one of the 5 wins for his team on the season. And only 26 strikeouts.
The key is to make sure the ball doesn't really get in the air. Oh, 1 the count, 2 out, runner on at first. Check on the runner, he dives back safely. McFarland comes in with only 2 stolen bases. 4 attempts. He's been caught stealing twice, but that is his 3rd. He takes second base, gets into scoring position, so even with the checks on the runner, it doesn't pay off. It's still an 0-2 count.
Well, a solid steal. Get one in the first early on. And pitcher's definitely going to be watching it the rest of the game keenly and Prado. Saw him get a couple good hits, a double in last game against Ventura.
Prado, the DH, will lace one near the gap. It will stay up for the out. And that will end the inning. Well, the Raiders scratch one hit on a bunt single, but they can't get a run across. It's still 0-0. We go top 2.
Well, both teams struggle in the first to get anything going on the offensive side. Good defense. Only one error for Moore Park. Going to clean that up. Other than that, solid start for both teams in the field.
Hirschberger in right made that play. Again, we spoke about the odd record line for the Wildcats. No wins at home. All of their wins, the 5 that they've achieved, have come on the road. So a much better road team than they are at their home stadium, which could bode as an issue for the Raiders.
Now the Raiders about 500 at home. They're 7-6 on their season here at home, but I'd say overall it's not often, I mentioned it in the pregame, that you see a team play better on the road than you do at home. You look at Moore Park, 6-12 away compared to 7-6 at home, but in the case of West LA, 0-17 at home, yet to win a game there, all of them, their wins coming in their 5-9 record on the road. It's not necessarily something you see often. You got to mention the 11-game losing streak that they're currently on. Moore Park defeating them Thursday 9-6. And Moore Park
in their home stadium.
Yeah, and it's going to sort of come down to, is it one of those days for West LA that they're going to be that much better of a team on the road?
And it is Hirschberger who'll step in. He made the final out of the inning last time out. Kai Hirschberger coming in with a .330 average and a .573 slugging line. He's got pop, so.
He's another one of those 3 players for West LA to reach triple-digit at-bats, 103 on the season. Wound up with 34 hits.
And there's one laced into the gap. That's a double, easy. All the way to the wall. Hilberger is going around. Correction, Hirschberger is going around there. Time is asked for and granted, a leadoff double from Kai Hirschberger.
Well, perfect start to this inning when your lead-up hitter on one of the first pitches takes one to the center field fence.
And Keys, the DH, will step in. 286 line. Only played in 8 games, 7 ABs.
Well, 286 average.
You know, as a team, they hit 371, which is high considering their record.
Yeah,
5-26 record, and they hit 371, which means their pitching line, their total as a staff, ERA, 9.86.
It comes down to the pitching. They're a solid hitting team. It's just pitching gives up a little too much to handle.
You would think, you know, they'd have a much better record with that kind of line. Strike outside corner.
They're one of those teams that definitely has the power and the efficiency at the plate, but not necessarily at the mound.
1-1 count.
And if you look at Moore Park's pitching, who's up right now, they only average giving up about a 5.68 ERA as a team.
Grounded foul, 1-2. Again, not much better if we're talking about, you know, what's considered to be a strong staff. You want that ERA really under around 3.5. That's what people consider to be at best average, and then under 3 is normally a superb staff.
But I mean, combined as a team, Moore Park with about a 4-point average there. Advantage
in the dirt, good block. It's going to be interesting to see as a backup catcher steps in today. Even though Prado is in the lineup, he's designated hitter. How that fares. What the trust level between Stanfield and Coward is.
Oh, Court coming into this game a .966 fielding percentage.
There's one in the dirt. Got him. First K of the day for Stanfield. He went with the off-speed stuff, got him to fish.
That puts Stanfield
One down.
up at, I believe it is now 14 Ks on the season.
He averages about 4 a game.
We've seen, I would say, definitely an improvement in early on from Stanfield compared to last time we were here. An early first strikeout.
Johnny
Very solid
Soto.
first inning.
Johnny Soto, the second baseman today. Stepping in.
Soto, one of the
Another one. Fished in the dirt. Off speed. Good curveball.
lower hitters on the team, hitting a 175. He's only got 40 at-bats on the year. He's been able to make contact 7 times.
Long look at second. Coming back down. Another one. They're making these hitters reach for things outside the zone. They do not want to give anyone anything good to hit here, especially with a team that hits .371 overall.
Well, Stanfield, chance to get his second straight strikeout. Big pitch coming up for him.
And fought off. Again, way outside the strike zone.
Still, despite it being outside, he's getting these West LA batters to start swinging at him.
Clearly that's what the scouting report is. Or that's what the game plan was from the staff. Long looking for the sign. Low, ball 1. And you can see Raiders staff is working at a slower pace as well.
Yeah, definitely a lot slower pace. I mean, last time we were here, the pace was a lot faster, picked up really quick, had a lot of quick innings. Not too much time in between pitches, but we've definitely seen him slow down here, and it's working towards Stanfield's advantage.
Reach, pop, over the head, and Riley makes the play. Good, solid defensive move there over his shoulder. 2 down.
That makes up for the error in the first for Riley. Good job getting under the pop fly. Well, 2 quick outs for the Raiders. There's only 1 on, but since a leadoff double, there's been a strikeout and then in a 1-2 count pop out.
Pop up to second will be the second out of the inning, and now stepping in is Gallegos. Tristan, 287 hitter, gets on base over 40% of the time.
Gallegos 11 RBIs and a home run to his name.
Inside corner, strike 1.
Some solid pitches coming through for Stanfield in these first 2 innings.
Well,
He's done a good
clearly
job.
there is something the staff discussed with him about slowing down his delivery, because he is taking plenty of time between pitches.
And it's paying off. I mean, he's pitching a lot better. He's painting these corners pretty well early on.
Look to runner back to second. Hirschberger did have a pretty big lead, that previous batter. Inside, ball 1.
On a close one in there.
1-1 blows the fastball by him, 1-2. Good sequence there, off speed and then sped him up.
Chance to get out of the inning here at this next pitch. Most likely batter's going to be swinging unless it's something wild. That's what we've seen so far is when they get down in the count, West LA definitely gets the bats going, try to get anything in the field of play or foul it off.
In the dirt, try to make him fish, 2-2. Also, another thing of note, we talked about the backup catcher. Interesting to see if a different battery mate has changed the way that the staff is going to work. If
That's
slowing it down is because they chose to go with a different catcher today.
I'd say whatever changes the staff decided to make, it's definitely paying off to start this game. I mean, the first 2 innings have been very solid from Stanfield, as he looks to go 2 straight with no runs allowed.
Foul back, 2-2, looking to strand that runner at second base. They were trying to get him to third with less than 2 outs, but he's been stationary. A strikeout and a pop-up.
I mean, he's got to be careful not to give him anything because we've seen a lot of swung at balls that get fouled off with these 2 strikes on the board.
Got him big time. Hook, curveball, sits him down. 2 Ks in the inning, 1 pop-up, and we go bottom 2. It's still 0-0.
A very solid first 2 innings for Stanfield. Picks up his 2nd K, puts him up at 15 on the season. He's got to be gaining a lot of confidence as well. You start off the game, no runs allowed, 2 strikeouts, only a runner on base per inning. I mean, the double to lead off definitely wasn't the best, but other than that, Stanfield's been very solid to start this game.
Well, it looks like he's got a lot calmer demeanor on the mound right now. Slowed things down in terms of his delivery, which could have slowed down the mindset just as much. And it's working out for him.
Well, it's Moorpark's turn to go up to the plate. We'll see if their bats get going a little better this time around.
Should be Riley, Whitcomb, Martinez, and if anything happens on the base pass, Cowart will step in. Middle of the order, 5, 6, and then we get to the bottom of the barrel there at 7, 8, and 9. Instead, it's Peyton Riley who will lead things off. Had a great game last week.
Phenomenal game. Had 2 doubles, including, as you mentioned earlier, a big double in the 8th. The inning that gave Moorpark the lead over Ventura, which ended up holding on to win.
Ball 1, low and away. Ripped to left, and there's a knock. And he's in a groove, because last week he sort of got out of his funk with those doubles, and all of a sudden he's starting to drive the ball.
Well, yeah, Riley, only a 244 hitter, but these past couple games, he's been knocking the snot out of the ball, making a lot of good contact.
Knocking the snot out of the ball. I like that.
Yeah, have you never heard that saying before?
Well, not from you. It's possible I heard it from...
You know, you just got to throw things out there, and when someone's hitting as good as he is.
The mild-mannered Luke Lamont says knocking the snot, as that one is outside, ball 1.
I'm pretty sure I got that one growing up from my dad.
Connor Whitcomb. .254 hitter takes a strike. This middle of the order really produced last week late. Credit went to the bullpen for keeping the Raiders in the game for the most part. Outside corner, strike one. Whitcomb looking back at the umpire as if to say he disagreed with the last pitch.
Whitcomb only been up to bat 67 times in the middle of the pack for Moore Park. Got 17 hits to his name, 8 RBIs.
Look toward first. Riley doesn't go anywhere.
Oh, Riley, one of the players on this team with no stolen bases.
Ball roped to second, underneath the glove of the second baseman, and it will allow everybody. No, they get the lead runner.
Well, it looked like Riley seemed to slow up in the middle.
Well, Riley had to wait because he wasn't sure if the second baseman had kept it in front of him or caught it. Then as it got away, he started to advance, and unfortunately it was a bang-bang play at second. Umpire calls him out.
Well, definitely unfortunate for Moore Park. Thought you could have possibly 2 on base due to it going under the second baseman, but
They do record Whitcomb's slash as a hit there. There's a strike low. Martinez is in, the left fielder. Outside corner.
solid strike there. Put him down 0-2 in the count.
That was a really nice pitch right over the frame there. In the dirt, good block. Gonzalez.
Martinez, solid hitter on this team, 267. He's one of the 5 with 100 at-bats, this marking his 102nd of the season. Definitely experienced at the plate.
The runner got back. Check again.
I mean, they got to be careful. Saw the 1 stolen base in the first from McFarland. Which is his 3rd on the year.
That's a ball. Fernando tried to frame it, but it was upstairs. 2-2. Up the middle. That ball was middle in, and he laced it behind the pitcher's head. That's a little scary, but there's 2 on.
Well, solid hit there, drive, as you said, right up the middle. Now they got a runner in scoring position for the 2nd time this game. They had one in the first.
And, you know, it always finds you, doesn't it? Because guess who's coming to the plate with a chance for an RBI? It's the backup catcher, Tyler Coert, who's only seen 22 plate appearances coming into this game.
Well, he's got a 273 average. He's driven home.
That almost hit him.
4
I don't know how it
RBIs.
didn't hit him. Ball 1.
We'll see if Cowart can come in less experienced than a lot of his teammates and make a big impact early on.
Oh, a bunt! And it's foul. Tried to get a little cute with it. Instead, it's 1-1.
Well, if Coates able to get a base hit, could possibly see the first run of this game. Coming in from second.
That ball ripped, but foul. 1-2.
Well, Cowart needs to pick his pitch with these 2 strikes coming up. Anything close, you got to be swinging.
He does have 4 RBIs. The 1-2. Upstairs. 2-2. There's also only 1 out. Double play gets the Wildcats out of the inning. Got back to second.
Well, definitely aware of the base runners. He's been keeping an eye on them all game so far. I mean, he let one get stolen on him.
You wonder if that's getting in his head all of a sudden. He's left a couple over the plate.
I think he's a little bit too worried about these runners at the moment.
Galvin readies and fires. Ground ball to third. There's 1. Throw to first. Double play. Wildcats get out of the inning.
Well, a big change there, getting the double play. Exactly what the doctor ordered for the Wildcats.
Big time double play gets them out of a jam. We just discussed it. It's still 0-0 as we go top 3.
Well, if you look at the stat sheet on the bats, I mean, you got 3 hits in favor of the Raiders, 1 for the Wildcats, and still knotted up at 0.
Stanfield steps back on the mound.
We'll see if he can continue this solid performance he's put up. Well, so far, definitely improving that ERA. 0 allowed through 2.
And Fernando Gonzalez, who made a couple of key blocks back there at the catcher position, will lead it off.
This will be his 23rd at bat. A 182 hitter for the Wildcats.
Bottom of the order, 8, 9, and then leadoff Sanchez. If anybody gets on, Matsumoto.
Let's see if the 3rd inning's finally the one where the tie is broken and the first run is scored. A high-scoring game the last time these two met, just 2 days ago. 9-6 win for Moore Park.
Swung on and missed. Big rip from Gonzalez. It's 0-1. In the dirt. Stanfield looks like he slipped on the mound. Says that's one's my bad. 1-1. Fouled away, 1-2. Raiders looking to improve to a 14-19 overall record. Whoa, that nearly took somebody on the coaching staff out.
Well, end up hitting him right in the back.
I think everybody's okay, and they're all laughing about it over there. It's like, you had a bullseye on me. No.
Not trying to take him out. Nonetheless, 2 strikes. Wind picking up a little bit here.
One, two again. This one to third. Tricky hop handled there. Throw to first in time. One down.
One up, one down. Stanfield.
Good play by Andrew McFarland over there. That was a tricky hop, and he handled it real well.
Gets the throw off in time for the out.
Now it's Isaiah Figueroa who will step in.
Figueroa hitting his 70th at-bat on the year. A .261 hitter for the Wildcats.
Batting ninth in the order, the shortstop will foul one away. Here comes the right fielder. Not enough. 0-1. Figueroa out of El Segundo and El Segundo High School here in California. Takes a strike. Good hook there. 0-2.
Well, chance for his 3rd strikeout. A lot of the time we see this 0-2 count travel a couple more pitches.
Correction. Figueroa is actually from Downey High School, Calvary
Drop 3rd
Downey.
strike. Out at first.
Drop 3rd strike. They throw to first. That would be the 3rd K, I believe.
Yep, the 3rd of the game, putting him up to 16 on the year. A very solid start continues for Stanfield. Well, definitely, Justin, as you mentioned, slowing it down. Seeing some improvement.
Top of the order, Jesus Sanchez, 3rd baseman. Takes the ball, 1-0. Interestingly, only 2 total sophomores on this West LA ball club, so they got a large contingency that would come back next year. Young team.
Well, similar to Moore Park, a lot of freshmen out there in the lineup.
I mean, Community College has, that one swung on and missed. Community College has a lot of turnover, high turnover rate in terms of ball players in any sport because of just the 2-year eligibility rule.
It allows for these players to develop their skills a little bit more before heading on to
Division I if they choose. Or there's a strike.
how an outside strike.
Good frame there by Tyler back there.
Coach done a good job keeping everything in front of him as well. Both catchers really done a solid job.
1-2. That ball dug out of the dirt. On a hop at short. Throw to first in time to end the inning. Good play there at short by Grieger.
Very quick third inning, or top of the third.
Bottom half, still no score. Both these pitchers throwing the ball well right now.
Oh, definitely both having a solid start. I mean, we've seen Moorpark get more runners on base, but
they've also been more aggressive, willing to steal some bags early.
And I think Moorpark realizes in this situation with how well your pitcher is doing to start off this game, being aggressive at the plate might be the move, end up getting just 1 or 2 runs, or maybe a mistake by West LA, and you could end up winning this game in a low score, as long as your pitching holds up.
Bottom of the order, Chase, then Jester and Grieger. 9-1-2.
Chase on the season has picked up a 122 batting average.
Lays down a bunt. What a play by the pitcher. Good athletic play there by Galvin.
On a quick 1 pitch out for West LA. The strong defense in this game continues.
Outside corner, strike 1. Another curveball poured right over the middle. 2 off speed, 2 straight strikes.
Well, Galvin looking to get out of this inning quickly. As you mentioned, Justin, a great play on the bunt. Now 2 great strikes.
Inside, popped, and out of play. Still 0-2.
Well, Jester not able to get on base the first time. See if the second time is the charm for number 1.
Raiders 3 hits, 1 error. Wildcats only 1 hit on their ledger. Michael Jester, the switch hitting leadoff batter at the plate. Takes a pitch low. The 1-2 is blooped to center, coming on. No, it was popped up to short. And that is 2 down. Grieger steps in.
No luck for Jester in this game, 0 for 2 to start.
They can't really get a handle on the off-speed stuff yet. They're able to hit his fastball early.
He pitched another good strike on the outside.
But since then, Galvin has settled it down.
A quick 2 outs in this inning. I mean, 2 up, 2 down. Looking for a third.
0-1. Ball in the hole the other way. Base hit. Shane Leon Grieger pulling his hands in.
Gets back on base for, I believe, at the second straight time. He's 2 for 2. We'll see if McFarland, who has a stolen base to his name, can get on.
Both these guys were on last inning. Nothing came of it. Double play ball off the bat of Peyton Riley. There's a strike. Ended the threat. Correction, I think it was off of Prado's bat.
One of the best
DH.
2 hitters on the team. One got on base. We'll see if the best average hitter on the team
That ball's low, 1-1.
can get something going for the Raiders in a 2-out situation.
In the dirt, gets away from Francisco. It allows the runner to get to second base. So Grieger will take the base on a wild pitch.
That's his 6th stolen on the season. An easy one there, sort of trotted the last couple feet.
First time the Raiders have really had a hitter's count at 2-1 all game. They've been really swinging with a lot of 2-strike counts.
Well, McFarland with a good drive here could possibly get Moorpark a lead.
McFarland to third, tough hop, and he threw it away. And that'll allow the Raiders to score that run on a throwing error at third base. Way over the head.
Yeah, a huge error. It looked like he
Sanchez
jumped up to throw it. Well, maybe trying to get a little too much power on it.
And, you know, had the runner not stumbled, he could have gotten to second base.
Nonetheless, McFarland drives home his 22nd RBI of the season. Great up at bat, 2 for 2 as well on the day. And Leon Grieger ends up giving Moorpark the lead. First run scored of the day.
1-0 Raiders. Error will be charged to Sanchez. Jesus will get that one. Normally a very good fielder, 85% mark. It's error number 10. Correction, error number 16. And that would be 17, actually, on his year. That runner gets back. Ball 1. Prado steps in. He hit into double play last time. Two out. Raider lead by 1. That ball popped to right, carrying over into foul ground and out of play.
Well, coming into this game, Galvin had 7 stolen bases allowed on his watch. He's picked up 2 more so far, bringing his total to 9 allowed on the season. Well, the big one was Leon Grieger taking second, not necessarily his entire fault, as one got away from him. And the catcher.
There goes the runner. Curveball in there for a strike. Throw down to second is not in time.
Well, that brings 10 stolen bases on the season.
One ball, 2 strikes. Stolen base.
That's McFarland, I believe.
That's his
McFarland's
second straight. So
second
he's picking the delivery of Alexander Galvin up very easily.
That brings his total to 4 in the air. Now Moorpark, similar situation. Runner on second, still 2 outs.
1-2, ground ball to third, throw to first. This one accurate out of the hand of Sanchez will end the inning, but the Raiders do pick up the first lead of the game. It's 1-0 following a throwing error.
On that final play to get that third out is what West LA expected to happen when Moorpark ended up gaining a run. Runner on second, ground ball to third. This time throws made on target, but that one error is going to
see how. So let's see if it. Yeah, we won't know probably till later in this game, but see if that proves costly, as Stanfield has probably had his best start through 3 innings this year. Two, three, four, middle of the order. Matsumoto, Gill, and Hirschberger. Hirschberger had that double that ended up getting stranded at second because Stanfield got a pop out and a K.
I believe he got two
Ks to end the inning.
Oh, he'll look to do it again here.
Hirschberger, the lone hit for the Wildcats.
No, Hirschberger, power hitter, 2 home runs coming into this game.
But first, it's Matsumoto, who will foul it away 0-1. Watch your cars, everybody.
That one got close to that truck over
yeah,
there.
Mm-hmm.
Landed safely in the dirt.
Not a lot of guys have that kind of power, but, you know, every once in a while it can get close. Oh, that was really full to me. Inside-out swing.
Well, huge advantage in the count for Stanfield.
Man, he did not pick that pitch up well. He twisted himself around.
Well, 0-2. Now's the time where West LA starts swinging.
0-2, we'll see if Stanfield decides to go in the dirt, and there it is.
Well, tried to catch him on one. You know your stuff, Justin.
Well, you can see the rhythm coming. He likes to try and get him to fish, and they have been for the most part. One, two. Curveball, left one hanging over the middle, and he missed it. And a pooch is currently barking, saying this is their territory, as another dog is walking across the...
Right behind home plate.
Very impressive, because that dog is not on a leash, so...
Very
well trained. 2-2.
Well, got to be careful not to load the count here for Stanfield. Want to give him a strike, something to swing at. Don't want to give up 4 straight balls. And we saw a couple of those against Ventura, some 4-pitch walks.
In the dirt, late break, got him to really fish. There's K number 4.
Very solid day for Stanfield. 4th strikeout.
That breaking ball is really filthy when it's working.
Yeah.
I mean, it.
And Coert's doing a good job despite the drop on the 3rd strike, keeping it in front of him, making the play to first to secure the strikeout. Now comes the Howard.
The power?
The power hitter.
Blah, 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 blah.
That one
Power.
was tough. I was trying to get his last name out too quickly. Hirschberger.
Hirschberger, again, the lone hit. Came back in the 2nd. Kai Hirschberger will ground to 3rd. The throw is a little wide, but controlled by Whitcomb for the out.
Oh, quick 2 outs. I mean, Hirschberger, the one hit, ends up taking 1 pitch, throwing out at first. Let's see if Moorpark can end up coming away with another scoreless inning. It would be the 4th straight.
Yeah, that change in his delivery has really unlocked something, I think, for Stanfield. Carson.
Only giving up 1 hit through 3 2/3 of an inning. He's got 4 strikeouts as well.
And he's going more with his off speed. There's another curveball fouled away.
Well, definitely in the last week, he's definitely found something that's sort of righted the ship here.
Give the bullpen a break, too. You don't have to go as early into the well.
At this point, I think we had already seen a pitching change the last time. But right now, that's not even in the mind of the coach, I'd imagine. Stanfield pitching very efficiently.
Ground ball, foul. 0-2. Another 2-strike count. Stanfield already around his average per game in terms of strikeouts. 4. Another 0-2 pitch. Curveball popped up again. This one will be fielded at first as Whitcomb comes flying in to make the play to end the inning.
Rocket towards the clouds.
Wasn't sure who was going to call it, but it is Whitcomb, and we are through 4, well, 3.5,
yeah.
Almost 4, 3.5. Top half of the 4th is done. Another scoreless frame for Carson Stanfield. Raiders scored a run their last half inning. They lead it 1-0 following an error at third base by Jesus Sanchez. His 17th error on the season. And back comes Alexander for his, what would be 4th inning of work.
See how he responds. He pitched a solid inning. It just ended up.
Yeah, the error is what really cost it.
Errors and I believe the stolen
there was
base.
There was a single and then the stolen base, which was the 2nd of the day from McFarland.
And then he ended up scoring. Leon Grieger ended up scoring from 2nd because of the error.
It's just the pressure of having anybody on the base pass. Each team with 1 error. Riley had 1 because he couldn't get the ball out of his glove. And he happens to be the person coming up to bat right now to lead it off.
Well, Riley took the first pitch on a single. His last up at bat.
He's been red hot last couple games. It's really been 4 hits in his last 4 ABs that we've been here.
We've seen him get on base every time in the last 2 games.
Outside corner, strike 1. Riley laces another curveball, this one to short though, and made the play. That's Figueroa over there. Isaiah made the play, one down.
Well, there goes kind of Riley cooled off a little bit.
Well, he was trying, that curveball was over the middle of the plate and he just got a little out in front. Whitcomb now.
Whitcomb looked to get it going. Not much luck from Riley.
In the dirt, got away from the catcher. They'll give Alexander a new baseball.
17 hits on the season for Whitcomb. He's going to look for 18 here. And already a quick first out.
That ball laced to center, now has carry, but right under it in center there is Gill, out number 2.
Rough start to this bottom fourth inning for the Raiders. 2 up and 2 down. A ground out and a pop fly.
Danny Gill able to make the play. Whitcomb retired. Showing bunt, pulling back, ball 1. Nate Martinez. Popped up in left, out of play.
Oh, that one ends up going on top of the batting cages.
Was it near the softball field? Did it get there? No, not quite.
No. Went sort of middle of the left out. Trying to get the bats going for Moore Park.
Curveball again, inside corner, and all of a sudden that off-speed pitch is working wonders for Galvin.
Oh, both pitchers sort of picking up on the fact that the off-speed's giving the batters trouble.
1-2. Now the fastball, check. Inside, 2-2.
Good job holding off on that one. Trying to claw his way back into this count.
Ground ball foul, curveball again. Mixing up that pitch sequence. Fastball, then slow him down. Not exactly sure. He could go anywhere at this point. Can't really telegraph it now. 2-2. Up the middle, deflect off the glove, and under the shortstop for a single into center field. Keep the inning going. Nate Martinez is on with 2 out.
Finally some offense. We'll see if it results in anything or if it's just a little too late in the inning for the Raiders to get something going.
And Cowart will step in. Strike 1.
Last time we saw Cowart ground out to third, I believe. Yet to get on base this game.
Throw to first, check the runner.
I believe he had a runner on second and first the last time Cowart was up. Ended up turning it into a double play for West LA.
Good eye, low in the dirt. Ball hit sharply to third. Great play by Sanchez, and he redeems himself by getting the force at second to end the inning. So we got a pitcher's duel through 4.
Yep.
1-0 score.
Both pitchers pitched very well. I really couldn't say that one's done exceptionally better than the other. I mean, the one run coming on an error. You look at the stats, though, Moore Park does have the 4-hit advantage, 5-1 over the Wildcats.
But those hits have been sporadic, and many of them have come with 2 outs. Stanfield comes back for his 5th inning of work. Could be his deepest start so far of his year. Keys the DH, followed by Soto, then Gallegos. Five, 6, and 7. And this would be more than their 3rd look at Stanfield. We'll see if they can finally pick up that curveball. It's worked wonders.
The 5th inning's the charm.
Carson Stanfield, left-hander.
He's going to pitch over half of the game, completing this inning, assuming he does. Which at this rate is definitely on pace too.
12 appearances. This is his 8th game started. Here comes Keys. And they're not on Van Nuys. I had to try one pun.
Yeah, try multiple. Just throw them out there, you know, anytime the opportunity arises. Keys, 286 hitter for this team. Not many up at bats. He's only got, he has 8. This makes his 9th.
Freshman out of Torrance High School in Lomita, California. Swung on and missed. Big cut there. One count. Ground ball to second. Riley's there. Throw to first. 1 down.
Easy ground out. Picked out for Riley. Just throw to first. Not much else to say about that, but a quick, easy first out for the Raiders.
Soto steps in.
Well, Soto, the lowest batting average on the team of 175. He's 0 for 1 on the day.
Shows bunt. Fouls it off. 0-1. You know, and that could be really just to try and get anything started, become a spark for either one of these offenses today. But particularly in the case of the Wildcats with only 1 hit.
Well, not necessarily many earned runs. I mean, only the one from Moore Park came off an error. I don't know if West LA is, I mean, neither team, I don't believe, has had a batter up on third.
Speedster thrown out by Riley. He's getting work over there. 2 down.
Almost identical. Nice ground out to second. Moore Park retaining their stout defense thus far.
Gallegos, the first baseman. Spoke about the home runs, Luke, earlier. There's a curveball for a strike. They get into one, this game is tied all of a sudden. I mean, that's how thin the margin is right now.
All you need, as you said, is just one big hit and the power advantage. West LA definitely, they have 11 home runs on the season. Moore Park yet to have one go over the fence.
That one in the dirt. Whitcomb will come over to retrieve it and throw it out of play.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if that kind of changes the demeanor of the hitters up at bats. Will they start trying to swing for the fences, knowing the fielding has been pretty well for Moore Park? Pitching as well, but will they just try to take a pitch that they think that they can hit over the fence? Are they going to still try to work the bases?
In the dirt, 2-1. Swung on and missed. Another big breaking pitch, 2-2. Two out. Jammed him. Curveball, little floater into left to end the inning. Still scoreless. Bottom 5.
Quick 3-out inning again. I mean, Stanfield's not faced many pitches thus far. I mean, he's had a couple counts go a little high, but no full counts up to this point. A lot of 2-2s, but ends up getting out of these innings. No runs allowed through 5 still.
Nice workman-like pace we got to this one. One nothing. The score.
Well, at the halfway mark through the game.
Spoke about how big that error was earlier in the game, and proving to be true right now, considering that West LA has only recorded one hit.
Well, not one hit being a big one, but after that, 3 straight outs to answer.
And 5, well, at the moment, 5 straight scoreless for Stanfield. See if Alexander could get back on track. Galvin has pitched really well. In fact, that run is earned because he gave up the hit, but came on an error from the third baseman.
Let's see if Moore Park can get the bats going again. They had it late in the last inning. It resulted in nothing.
Nine, 1-2. Arndt is first.
Well, Arndt to ground out last time up at bat.
Strike 1. Outside. Gonzalez tried to frame it again, couldn't get the call. 1-1. Outside, 2-1.
Getting a little behind the count here, and you mentioned last time in this situation, not all the time there's been a hitter's count for Moore Park in this game.
For either team, really. Fouled away.
A lot of 2-2s that we've seen.
Galvin will throw a ball, and there's the first 3-2 count of the game.
Oh, finally fill it up. Let's see if it results in strikeout, hit, walk. Endless amount of possibilities, Justin.
Well, not endless, but ground ball and fair throw from third, and Jesus makes up for the error with a strike.
Well,
That was a
first out.
BB, a dart.
Oh, strong start to the inning to get a first out, but now Jester up. Jester usually a solid leadoff hitter for the Raiders, but struggling today. He's 0 for 2. He's got 2 ground outs.
Jester takes a strike, outside corner. Neither bench has been able to get excited, really.
Oh, only Moore Park when they
Scored that run.
Other than that, it's been pretty quiet, mellow game. Not a lot of
Low.
action.
1-1. Well, and considering this is a big deal because they just played each other, and assuming based on the scoreline that the bullpen was used, gives these guys a break. Both these starters playing well. There's a little looper to center by Jester, but it's underneath for Gill. And that, from Danny Gill, will plate the second out of the inning.
Well,
Here comes Grieger.
That puts Jester at 0-3. But now you come to these.
0-4-3, but yes.
Yeah, 0 for 3. But now you come up to the plate where you have the 2 players who've gotten on every single time. I mean, Leon Grieger 2 for 2.
Problem is, I think they've both gotten on when there's been 2 outs. So they haven't been able.
Issue. I mean, this is the area of the lineup that ended up scoring. I mean, Leon Grieger being the lone run scored in this game.
And Grieger leads to the middle of the order with McFarland, Prado.
Well,
So if they were
McFarland
able to
also-
get Jester on, it could have been a table setter. But instead, the moment there's 2 outs, a 1-1 count, and nobody on base.
Well, it's been a great job at West LA to keep Jester off the bags. I mean, someone who's definitely used to it as a leadoff hitter. Getting on base often, but
Outside, 2-1.
I mean, this game could, for Moore Park at least, on the offensive end, very well come down to how these 2 next batters perform through the remainder of the game in Grieger and McFarland.
Laced and foul. Not by much, but it is 2-2. Full count. 3-2, grounded past second. Another opposite field hit
Another single for
Grieger.
yeah, Grieger getting on base yet again. 3 of 3 on the day. We'll see if McFarland and him can create some more magic for the Raiders. With
Something
2
in the
outs
gap could score him with his speed.
I got to be careful of stolen bases. I mean, we've seen McFarland take 2, Grieger take 1 already.
Lead off first. There's a strike down the pipe. 0-1.
I mean, the differences between the last 2 games, this one and the previous one on Thursday, these two have played. I mean, a 9-6 score for the final, and now we're
1-0.
halfway through the game, and it's, as you said, 1-0.
Ball will get through the hole. It's short. There's 2 back-to-back singles.
Now with 2 on, 2 outs. Prado with a chance.
He grounded into a double play. Fly out his last time.
16 RBIs on the season, a .254 hitter.
He's had 2 chances with 2 runners on and 2 outs.
Let's see if he can make up for those this time. Chance to extend Moore Park's lead. I think the big thing for Moore Park, if you could possibly get these 3 to lead off in an inning.
Seriously, that's a good point.
Chance. That's a big chance at some runs because of the efficiency of Grieger and McFarland able to get on base every time.
Time called.
All you need is one of your next 3 hitters to get a base hit before 3 outs are put up on the board.
Good block again by Francisco, 1-0.
Galvin coming into this game, 78 hits allowed. I believe you mentioned that earlier, but adding 7 to his total.
That ball. So to end that last inning, fly out to center, and 2 runners stranded. It's still 1-0. This game is very well within reach for the Wildcats. And still pitching a one-hitter is Carson Stanfield, who will pour in yet another strike as we get set for the top of the 6th.
On top of a shutout is that. Done a great job so far. I mean, Gonzalez, haven't seen him get on base yet. He's
swung on and missed, 0-2.
0 for 2 in the game.
I just can't figure out this puzzle.
Stanfield is, I mean, compared to last time we saw him, it's a completely different pitcher on the mound. Much more composed, delivering.
That ball fished for, popped up, out of play. Still 0-2. In the dirt, got away from the catcher, and that is how the first runner in the last 3 innings will reach base.
Drop third, going to first. And typically, I mean, that's a third drop, third strike we've seen.
It's the first one that's gotten away from Tyler today. So a gift for West LA. We'll see if they can make it pay off. It is a recorded strikeout, but runner gets to first.
That puts him at 5 strikeouts on the day for Stanfield. Unfortunately, no out on that one.
So Gonzalez will take his lead. Figueroa up to bat here.
First time Gonzalez has reached the bag.
Padilla, or correction, Riley crept in, and the bunt sack is successful for the out, and that's basically it's small ball at this point because they can't get any offense going. They're trying to get 1 run on the board.
Advance Gonzalez as far as you can.
Sanchez now.
Wouldn't be surprised if there's another opportunity like that right here. Possible pop fly or bunt. Just trying to get the runner to third and then open prey on a base hit.
Base hit could score him from second. We'll see. Stanfield with a little bit of game pressure for the first time. Oh, 1 count. Runner at second. In the dirt. This one blocked by Tyler. Now a mound visit. This could be some confusion with signs between these two.
Possibility there. I mean, it's definitely not due to performance from Stanfield.
Is he asking for a new ball? I'm not sure what that was about.
I believe he did. Yeah, they are giving him a new ball. Maybe not a fan of the one he was throwing. This is the real first time that Moore Park has been threatened with a runner in scoring position. Outside the double from Hirschberger.
Ball is low, 2-1. Stanfield was able to work out of danger the last time we had that runner stationed there.
And he did it with 0 outs on the board. Now he's up there with 1.
The 2-1 pitch is floated to right, but foul.
Another 2-2 count. I mean, a strikeout here would be off the charts for Stanfield. Be a big play. Putting up 2 outs and keeping the runner at second. Holding him there.
Even just a force. When you get that runner over there with 2 outs, still harder to score. Wildcats looking to tie it up. He takes a ball. Count is full.
Full count once again. The second time we've seen it. It was first for Stanfield. One for each team.
Three-two. Takes a ball off the outside edge.
Stanfield walks his first batter.
And he's asking about where that pitch was. He wanted that for strike 3 just off the corner. Didn't get it. He's got to reset now.
He's got to relax. 2 runners on. He got to stay calm like he has through the course of this game.
See if that rattles him. I mean, he was a little visibly frustrated.
Oh, that's the difference between his 6th strikeout, 2 outs, and only 1 runner on. Now gets a walk on the board. 1 out, 2 on.
Ground ball off of Stanfield. He's able to recover. He can't make a play. We'll see if he's okay because he's hopping around now. That hit him in the leg. And here comes the coaching staff.
Oh,
that's not good. Especially with his superb line to this point.
Well, he'll be up if he's able to come back. Bases loaded, 1 out.
I mean, we're hoping it's just a bruise.
Well, those balls
Stinger.
come flying back at you.
He tried to recover quickly, but you saw that got him, and that got him good. He's limping around. He's trying to get that blood flow back in that leg. This could be a major, major development.
Could be a huge turn in this game as well. Only 1 out.
And if you have to bring in a new pitcher, and I think that's what's going to happen right now, they're coming in with a high leverage situation. As a great round of applause from this crowd here. Care for the young man, still college student. Competitive spirit here, and that's got to really put a damper on his day. He's still in line for the win.
An amazing day, nonetheless. I mean, pitched through 5 1/3 of an inning.
And now the staff has to figure out who can warm up in a quick situation. They already had guys in the bullpen, so hopefully the warm-up will be a little less strenuous. It's going to be number 30 for the Raiders.
Brennan Klugman.
Klugman, who we've spoken about before, and the last time he was in this spot, he got out of jams.
Yep, he was able to do it last time. 1 out, bases loaded.
It's obviously a right-hander now. Trying to preserve the lead for the Raiders and the win for Connor Stanfield, who unfortunately exits this game with an injury following a line drive comebacker off of his left leg.
He had a great first couple innings for this game.
He had a great, really, through the back half. He could have gone 7 or 8 at least.
With the way he was pitching, definitely could have.
This is a major moment now with the bases loaded, less than 2 out, 1-run game, and a high leverage spot.
On top of that, it's the first pitching
for
change
Klugman.
for either team.
And it's a forced pitching change at that. Umpire and member of the staff talking it over. He may get as many warm-up pitches as he needs because of the injury. We'll see. And I think he just signaled to the umpire that he feels ready enough to go. So we're going to get this game back underway following this bizarre but major moment. An injury will lead to a new pitcher, Brendan Klugman.
We'll see how long Klugman can go and if he can get out of this situation. Tough one at that.
6.46 ERA, his 15th appearance. Out of the pen. Oh, that ball is foul. But it was definitely crushed. He nearly timed it up. And a sigh of relief, because if he kept his hip square, that would have been...
That one just about into the parking lot.
Oh and 1. This one to right. Popped up. There goes Whitcomb. Does he have room? No. Foul ball. 0 and 2. Danny Gill with a chance to tie or give the Wildcats the lead. The 0-2. Into left. Will it stay fair? It is fair into the corner. 1 run will score. Here comes the second runner to the plate. And West LA, the Wildcats, take the lead. It's 2-1 on only the third hit of the day following the injury. Both of those will be charged to Stanfield, unfortunately.
Well, Stanfield pitched a great game. Then the injury and Klugman a mound visit right away.
And a little bit of good fortune for the Wildcats. 2 runs, 3 hits, an error.
Picture perfect placement.
Couple of walks led to this moment.
Once there's still only 1 out on the board, runner on second and third.
They're going to bring the infield in now. Kai Hirschberger doubled earlier in the game.
Well, if he's able to do that again, we're going to be looking at a 4-1 lead for the Wildcats.
Brendan trying to limit the damage, keep this game competitive. It's 2-1 right now. Another step off. Inside, tied him up. 0-1.
Swing there. Hirschberger, 1-2 on the day. 1 being a double to lead off back in the, I want to say, 3rd or 4th inning.
0-2.
It looks as if, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but he's taking some big swings at these pitches.
Well, now with the lead, not only with the lead can he afford to, but he's got runners on second and third with an RBI opportunity and less than 2 outs. May shorten up now. 0-2 pitch. Popped to left. And foul. Time called again. Now a pitching coach comes out to the mound.
And Klugman sort of struggling early on despite the 2 strikes in this count.
Is he struggling with the signs? I'm not sure.
Well, it could be miscommunication. I mean, not as an experienced catcher back there. As you're saying with the signs. Could very well be something to do with that.
Kai Hirschberger. Infield in. 0-2 the count. Ball in the dirt. Good block by Coert. It's also now a right-hander on the mound. Ball past first and fair. Here comes the runner. The curveball roped past the bag. 3-1 West LA.
A second double from Hirschberger. That one on the line. There we go. Huge change up in this game.
They scored 2. It's a 3-run advantage. 4-1 now.
Well, if you look at it, they've had 3 hits since the exit of Stanfield.
Pitching change. Or no, it will be a pitch hitter. They're going to pull back. And it is a pitching change. You know, trust my first instinct there.
And you gotta mention, there's still only 1 out on the board. They're not close to getting out of this situation, and this would have been a 6th inning collapse thus far from the Raiders fielding team and pitching.
On the mound now.
And the unfortunate thing is it's going to leave the question of if Stanfield didn't get injured, what would be the situation right now? And there's a chance this could be over. And possibility 1 or no runs given up.
On the mound now, Dylan Swanson. Certainly looked like Dylan Swanson, number 14. He's got a little different delivery, a little sidearm. Also going to have a pitch hitter coming.
Yep, number 10, Nathan Nakaza.
Nakaza on his year. 292 average, 35 hits, 120 ABs, and 2 home runs.
What's interesting is being pinch hit as the leading player on the team with the most at-bats.
Could be his day off.
Could be. They need him to step up in a situation that could take over a game. I mean, leads the team with 2 home runs on the season.
Now a runner at second, 1 out, 2 runs in. Actually, really, it's been 4 runs in. If we go all the way back to
the beginning
the
of
time that Stanfield was removed.
And Klugman was put in a very difficult situation, not able to make the saves we've seen prior to previous games.
Sidearm delivery, fastball, strike 1. And a 4-run sixth has given the Wildcats a lead, looking for their 6th win on the year. Swung on and missed, 0-2. Throwing heat.
Oh, and sounds like it's coming in pretty fast. 0-2 count for most experienced hitter on the Wildcat roster.
Oh, that will hit him. An 0-2 count, and they let it get away.
That one's got a sting. You have a chance to get your second out finally in this seemingly never-ending inning for Moore Park. And all it does is get worse.
And it will be Johnny Soto. 2 on. Runners at first and second. A double play ends the inning. West LA looking to add on. Pop up. Whitcomb. 2 down. And nearly ran into the runner at first base.
Well, big second out. Now you have a chance, or you can't. No sacrifice flies or bunts. It's going to end up being a force at every base.
Trying to minimize the damage, keep it a 3-run game, keep it competitive.
Well, they can turn to any base, 1 through 3. To get this final third out.
Off of the, wait a minute, time has been called. Did it, it went off of the catcher's leg, and I guess a generous call by the umpire, dead ball. They won't let the play continue. 0-1.
Wow, they
That's a break for the Raiders. I thought they would have let the runners advance.
Oh, would have been on third and second.
I must have hit the bat, although I didn't hear a sound. Swung on and missed, 0-2.
Well, second 0-2 count. Can't let this one get away from him here. And the last one, hit batter.
He's trying to launch that one. Low, ball 1. Long look for a sign. The 1-2, runner takes a big lead. It's a ground ball to first that will end the inning. But West LA, the Wildcats score 4. They take a 3-run lead as we go bottom of the 6th.
That was a sort of a nightmarish inning for the Raiders. Thankfully, they get out of it only with the damage done. I mean, with 2 runners on, there's a chance for more. They got to get their own bats going.
Well, we spoke about earlier in the game how tough it is to cling to a 1-run lead. And with Stanfield's injury, the Wildcats capitalize on it. Score 4 on 4 hits. And now give their starter, Alexander Galvin, his first lead of the game. And Peyton Riley, who sparked the rally in the last game, has a chance to do it here in the bottom of the 6th.
We go P, huh? Start it off, huh, bud?
Takes a curveball, outside corner, 0-1. Sun has peeked through. Shadows could be a dilemma. High and away, ball 1. Foul. 1-2. Riley trying to battle now with 2 strikes.
We saw Riley get on first. His first of at bat, last one was a round out. One to 2.
Outside, 2-2. Two is floated into center. Peyton Riley, a leadoff knock.
Back in the swing of things for Riley.
Stayed a little out in front of it, but was able to keep his hands back and just kind of guide that one for a base hit.
Now Whitcomb up to the plate.
Connor Whitcomb. With a runner on. Takes the pitch low, ball 1. Check the runner. Low. Riley's going to try and get to second. A bad throw there.
That was Riley's first stolen base of the season. Finally gets one to his name.
Taking advantage of the opportunity. Runner in scoring position. Good hitters count for Whitcomb. 2 balls, no strikes.
Not to mention no outs on the board.
Outside corner. 2-1.
A little bit of wind. Clouds coming in and out.
2-1 pitch is lined past the pitcher's glove. He thought he had it. Riley will get to third and stop. Cut and hold. Runners at the corners.
Oh, that one shot right at the head of the pitcher.
He almost caught it And he's kind of mad at himself not for not catching it, Alexander.
Well, it could be costly. Riley gets to third. Runner on first. Corners. And no outs.
Riley, I think, had to stop midway through.
Well, now Martinez up to bat. 267 hitter.
Chance for an RBI.
He's got 14 to his name.
Big hole between first and second. That's where Martinez tries to go. That is foul. And not by much. Strike one.
Oh, close. Bouncing right on the line.
Anything before the bag, if in foul territory, is considered a foul ball. Off the glove. It's fair. Riley will score. It's a double for Martinez, who will slide in safely. Raiders get one back. It's 4-2.
A big hit down the line. Exactly what Moore Park needed, bringing themselves back into this game. Runners in scoring position, third and second.
And that may be it for Alexander Galvin.
Well, the first time he's struggled so far today, and Tyler Cowart up at bat. 0 of 2.
We were wondering how long his leash would be. And they're going to take him out. Yep, they're calling the bullpen. Going to have a new hurler. See who it is in a minute. They're going to get pressed into high leverage duty with runners on second and third and nobody out.
Moore Park, they're down 2, but have double-digit hits and 6 more.
And guess
Then
what?
West
It's
LA.
Noah Matsumoto. We spoke of him as he was in left, so obviously there's going to need to be a defensive substitution. We'll see who goes out there in a minute.
Matsumoto only 1 appearance.
This would
That's
only
a
be
mound.
his, what would count as his second inning of work. So this is a very interesting choice out of the bullpen. You don't go with guys who are more experienced in terms of logging innings this year. He's been wild in his warm-ups, too, so that... He's trying to wipe down his hand. See if that plays a role in his appearance today.
I mean, not a very experienced pitcher. As you said, this is his second inning, and he's put in quite the situation. He's got to get 3 outs with a runner on third and second.
And a chance for the backup catcher, Tyler Cowart. Strike.
He starts off solid. Not the strongest part of the lineup for Moore Park today coming up.
Ball in the dirt. Runners will stay put. Didn't get far enough away from Gonzalez. 1-1. Raiders, a base hit could easily tie it. Outside, 2-1.
Huge opportunity for Court to make a big impact on this game.
Fouled away. Matsumoto out of the city of Orange, Corona Santiago High School. Most of these players out of California we have seen out of state before in many sports. That one is low. It is 2-2.
Matsumoto very distraught at the fact that was called a ball.
Yeah, he wanted that pitch.
A full count now on his first batter.
Full count, nobody
Court's gotta
out.
Be careful. A walk would be huge for the Raiders.
3-2, swung on, and it will get down. One will score. Runners will go to third. 4-3.
Well, a huge base hit for Court to paint the corners once again.
Well, and then it forces Matsumoto to throw a strike because you don't get the call on the previous pitch. It's a full count. You have a base open, but there's nobody out.
Down one, no outs on the board. And Chase Arendt.
Bottom of the order, it's Aaron now. It's again the bottom of the order producing. Ball off the catcher. Ball one.
You gotta think, if Moore Park's able to get away with another batter getting on base or two, you're back to the top with Jester, Grieger, and McFarland, especially the latter two getting on base every single time. This could be a huge opportunity for the Raiders.
Ground ball to third. They may get a double play. There's one in the dirt. Scoop for two. Runner has to stay stationary. Those are big 2 outs for the Wildcats.
That one hurts.
Keeps their lead. It's 4-3.
Now in that situation, you got 2 outs instead of 1. You could have a chance with your best hitters up to drive one in to tie the game.
If it was hit,
it's up to Jester now.
If it was hit to the right side of the infield, there's a possibility the runner could come home. Instead, fielded at third, keeps the runner at the bag. Michael Jester looking to help himself with a 2-out base hit and an RBI. That one fouled away, 0-1. Outside. Runner holds, 1-1.
Two outs. Jester yet to get on base. Big opportunity.
Looking for a 2-out RBI. Takes one down the pipe. 1-2. It would be huge if Matsumoto can come in out of the bullpen, only give up 1 run, and maintain the lead for West LA.
The Moore Park end, a base hit will do it to tie the game, which is all they need.
Curveball. What a save! One almost got away
That could have been the tying run right there.
from Francisco Gonzalez. Instead, he makes a heads-up move to keep it in front of him. 2-2. Two. Strike 3 called, outside corner. Jester doesn't like it, but it will end the inning.
Well, Jester goes down for the third time. This one looking.
And a big moment for Noah Matsumoto, who comes in with only 1 inning on his line. Gives up 1, but works a double play and a K to keep the lead for the Wildcats. It's 4-3. And if you're the Raiders, one of the things that you'd be thinking about right now is you get a lot of hits. Not a lot driven in. All right. Top 7, that one fouled off. 0-1. Gonzalez, Figueroa, Sanchez. If anybody gets on, it will be Matsumoto unless there's another hitter in his spot now as he is pitching.
Gonna be out front.
Well, 0-2 count early. Well, last time.
Inside out swing, popped up to Riley, 1 down.
Well, Gonzalez in the previous time did get on base, but on a drop third strike, so not time another one. First out of the inning.
Dylan Swanson in for what would be his second inning. Oh, dear God, it almost took somebody's head off.
That one looked very inside a chance possibly. It looked like it could have hit him if he just decided to stand where he was.
Instead, he fouled it away. It's 0-1. That ball was fouled off. It's 0-2. It did hit the bat. Outside. Swung on and missed. Big curveball got him.
Well, big strikeout to start the inning. I mean, now 2 outs on the board. A quick 2, could be 3 up, 3 down. Moore Park only down 1. Need to keep playing effective defense.
It's Sanchez. If he gets on, we'll see who hits in Matsumoto's spot. Ball 1, 1-0. 1-0 pitch, foul. Big hack there from Sanchez.
I ain't got a scoreless top 7.
Spoke about the bullpen and their ability, despite giving up a sporadic amount of runs last time out. There's a ball, 2-1. Despite giving up, 1 run in multiple innings, they were able to keep the Raiders in it because the scoring was low. Same could be said here. Foul, 2-2.
Yet another 2-2 count. We've seen quite a lot of these so far in this game.
Fouled back. We have a visitor near our booth. Good old puppy dog. Two in the dirt. Full count.
Rarity in this game, but 2 outs, big opportunity.
3 runs, 11 hits, an error for the Raiders. 4 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for West LA. That one is inside. It's a walk.
Well, tough walk at that. It's the second of the game for Moore Park outside of another one.
And for the first time in our coverage, we will see a pitcher hit for himself.
Matsumoto.
Noah will step in.
A really effective hitter, hitting at 378. Second in at-bats on the team with 111.
Ground ball. Foul, 0-1. Swinging first pitch, aggressive. Foul, 0-2. I think Noah wanted that one back.
Solid opportunity. You got to get out of this inning if you're the Raiders with no damage done. You missed the last opportunity, pushing it to a full count, which resulted in the walk.
Throw to first, runner back. Oh, 2 count. Popped up to left. And playable to end the inning. Well, the Raiders bullpen is doing their job. It's 4-3, bottom 7.
There you go. Exactly what Moore Park needed. A quick 3-out inning. 4 batters were up. 3 go down. You look at the stats, it's 11 hits to 4 in favor of the Raiders, but down 1 on the board. Tied at 1 error apiece.
Well, it's the ability for West LA pitching to get out of jams today.
They've gotten out of quite a few. Oh, we had bottom 7. Moore Park's 3 chances. They're down to 9 outs.
With this offense, plenty of time. We saw a 5-run comeback last week when they were down 6-1, and then 7-2,
We got 3 more just like that at home.
1-8-7.
That's why he's the only one here. The other 3 are sitting home right now. Taped to the wall. We go start it off here, huh?
Strike 1. And it's Shane Leon Grieger stepping in, number 2 hole hitter today. 2-3-4. Swung on, fouled away. 0-2, just like that.
I gotta get out of this count. You're down 0-2 quick.
High and away, 1-2. Raiders trying to claw their way back for the second straight week we've been here.
You kind of got a situation we talked about earlier where Grieger, McFarland, and Prado are the first 3 up to an inning.
Ooh, that one is ripped to left and will not sink. Sort of a stumbling catch there.
For the first time, Grieger won't get on base, putting him at 3 of 4 on the day.
And the defensive substitution pays off. 1 down.
We'll see if McFarland can get the bats going and keep his perfect streak alive for today.
Andrew McFarland steps in.
He's had quite the solid day.
Inside corner, 0-1. Ground ball, little nubber. He's got speed. McFarland goes. Throw is once again high. That'll be the, see if they mark that a hit or an error.
Well, nonetheless, McFarland 4 of 4 in the day getting on base.
They are saying it's an error. Second of the day for West LA. It'll be the first charge to the pitcher now. And Prado will come up as the go-ahead run. Tying run now at first. Ball. Last broadcast of the year for us. We thank you for being here throughout the 2021-2022 school year. Football, basketball, softball, and baseball a part of our coverage this year. That one is outside and low. Runner to second. It will get past the glove. There to back it up is the shortstop, but that'll go as a stolen base.
That's McFarland's
Third on the day.
That's incredible.
So he came into this game looking to be aggressive, and it's worked out.
He only had 2 coming into this game, and he's now doubled his season total in less than a game.
Prado with a runner in scoring position. 1 down, 2-0 count. Had a heck of a year here for Moore Park Raider Broadcasting. YouTube live stream. Trying to cap it off for the Raiders with a win. Popped up, foul, out of play. Low and in. 3-1. Good hitters count. Ground ball. Noah able to knock it down. Gonna throw. No throw. Everybody's safe. He ate it.
Wow, big opportunities. I mean, a lot of line drives right at the pitcher. Runners at the corners, one out.
And now guess who it is? Peyton Riley.
He could do it again.
The young man we spoke of earlier who laced a double last week to start the rally has a chance to tie it for the Raiders with a runner at third base.
Chance to be a hero once again for the Raiders. It'll be the second time in 3 games.
Peyton, ground ball. Yeah! Tough play at third. It scoots away. Run will score.
Riley's
tied
on fire. Picks up another single, his third of the day, 3 of 4.
This game is all knotted up at 4 for Connor Whitcomb now.
Moore Park brought it back together. I mean, they had pretty much the perfect scenario with Grieger and McFarland leading off. Grieger just a couple feet away from having probably a single out into left field, ended up getting caught. McFarland got it going. Riley ties it up.
Ball 1, 1-0.
Well, that marks Riley's 13th RBI of the season.
Strike right down the pipe. 1-1.
We got to look at the scoreboard. Only 1 out still on the Raiders.
Scored.
Scoring position.
They scored 1 in the 3rd, 2 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th. That one is popped up to 3rd, and calling for it is Sanchez for the out. 2 down. Can't get that runner to 2nd and 3rd. Can't advance him. Martinez.
Well, now you got 2 outs. Can't sacrifice anything.
Down and in. Ball 1.
It's just incredible how well the West LA pitchers have done at getting out of sticky situations. If you look at the score, 13 hits compared to 4, and it's a tie game. I mean, usually Moore Park in a regular game could be running away with this one.
Big hack by Martinez, 1-1. Check the runner at 2nd. Gets back. Nobody covering. One and 2. Good pitch.
Chance to get out of this inning. Matsumoto. If he's able to get out of this with only 1 run given up, would be big for West LA, keeping the game tied.
Runners are going. Delay throw, and it'll lead. Everybody will move up. Double steal, 2 and 2.
That was a very well coordinated steal.
You know, I thought they had a chance to get that runner at 3rd if Francisco could have gotten that throw off just a little sooner.
They decided not to, or mishandled possibly in the glove, but
3 and 2 inside, full count. Base open if they choose to pitch around them.
Full count.
You ready right here, huh?
Third and second, 2 outs.
The game is tied. 4-4. It's getting late. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning.
A base hit gives Moore Park the lead once again.
And that is a ball. So walking will be Martinez, a great AB.
Well, now base is loaded.
Base is juiced, 2 outs.
Coming up is
Backup catcher, Tyler Coward. He's had a couple of opportunities today. This one would be the biggest.
Well, Coward
Could break the tie.
Singled in the 6th to help score the 2 runs for the Raiders, one of the 2 on an RBI single.
Way outside, and now Noah's getting a little wild. He said, that one's on me. Ball 1.
I mean, base is loaded.
Pressure on the paths here.
I mean, only 22 at-bats coming into this game. He's been up 3 times. This makes his 26th appearance on the season. And a big one at that.
1 for 3 coming into this AB. Ground ball to second. Under the glove, and it gets thrown away. 1 run will score, sliding safely. That makes 2, and advancing to second. Back to third. Everybody safe. 6-4. Raiders take the lead. That was a bit of a wild sequence, wasn't it?
A 2-run double RBI.
No, that would be an error. There's errors all over the place. Error on the second baseman,
I mean,
because that one was scooped up after going off the glove underneath, and then the bad throw, which couldn't get picked.
Well, nonetheless, Court gets it off his bat. The errors drive into.
You know what they say, put it in play, see what happens.
A little magic got worked there for the Raiders, and they still have a runner on third and second.
That ball nearly hits
You gotta
Aaron, but
think a base hit or possibly another. Just put it in play, hope for an error.
time called. Catcher's got to fix his gear.
Only 2 more chances for West LA to come back into this one. They need a run per inning. And
Well, this inning isn't over yet. 2 outs, 2 runners on. Swung on and missed. Oh, and that's 1-1.
Here's the situation where you kind of get a little uneasy if you're West LA. Is all of your 4 runs came in 1 inning. And it was an inning that saw 3 different pitches.
And it came off sort of a bizarre sequence where the injury took place, allowed them to capitalize. Foul. One and 2. 1-2 is outside, 2-2.
Got to be patient on the count. That's a huge up at bat for Chase Arend.
Base open, as we said before. 6 runs on 13 hits. Raiders will have their inning end following a cue shot, little jammer right to Noah Matsumoto to end the inning, and it's 6-4. Raiders take the lead on some fortunate base running and an error.
But a lead nonetheless, up 6-4.
We go to the 8th, 2-run edge, and it's again the battle of the bullpens. Raiders standing tall here. All right, top 8. Raiders by 2. It's a 6-4 game. Danny Gill will take a ball low. One pitch is fouled off. Now it is the Wildcats who need to make a run of their own once again and come back. They did it earlier in this game with a 1-0 score, but they had a lot more outs to play with and a much different scenario with runners on before getting to the bullpen. That ball is to third and scoots by the shortstop. It was a bizarre angle. Base hit. Leadoff runner on now.
Now the tying run comes to the plate.
Hirschberger has been relatively quiet since his first at bat of this game.
Oh, a booming double to center.
Nearly hit him. That one is inside, ball 1. That ball was way outside the zone. He swung at it and poked it foul. 1-1. You know, another big storyline, Luke, as we finish this is the amount of errors on both sides really piling up. 5 combined errors between the two teams.
Well, you take away all those errors, this is probably, I'd say, maybe a 1-0 game.
Maybe at most 3-2.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a very different game without these errors. I mean, Moore Park's had at least 3 runs come off errors. Probably 2 for West LA. It's just that 6th inning that stands out for the Wildcat team. 4 runs. Since then, they've had nothing.
And they weren't able to keep the Raiders off the board. If they had, we could be talking about a much different game right now.
Easily up 4-1 still. Instead, you give up 5 in the 6th and 7th combined. I think the biggest deal was giving up 2 in the bottom of the 6th. After in the
keeping
top,
it a 1.
You had scored 4.
Right. You give back the momentum and you make it a 1-run game again.
I mean, if you had at least gotten out of that inning being up 3 still, or maybe another one after that, but it was right away the momentum changed, as you mentioned.
Ground ball foul. 1-2. And that ball to left. Carry over the head of the left fielder Martinez. He will retrieve it. They're going to wave a runner home. They're going to cut it off. It's an RBI triple
Hirschberger
for Hirschberger.
game.
And now a chance to tie it with less than 2 outs and a runner at third.
Well, that's his 26th RBI to cut it to 1. And they still got another inning to go after this, and no outs on the board, a runner at third. Dangerous situation for Moore Park.
And the substitution in left For Noah Matsumoto, who went on the mound, it will be Nathan Nakaza.
Nakaza, the leading hitter of this team.
Ooh,
That bat.
hello! That ball was laced into the gap and playable, though, in center. They're going to tag and score. All of a sudden, 6-6.
A tie game just like that. One out on the board. Didn't take long. We mentioned the low scoring of this game compared to
Well, that was really
game
for the
2
first.
days ago, and
It's
ever
like a tale of
since-
two different games. We had the first 5 innings and now the last 4.
I mean, the difference maker really was when Stanfield got injured, it opened the floodgates for both teams.
Yeah.
I mean, the 6th inning is where this game started to take off. 6 total runs scored, 4 in favor of the Wildcats.
I agree. Outside corner, strike 1. So again, all knotted up. This time it's 6-6. And if you're pitching on the mound right now, you're thinking, well, it's really a 0-0 game. I mean, that's the mindset you have to have. That ball to left, playable for Martinez to make
Right
the
now,
second
as
out.
you mentioned, though, there's nothing. Going into, as from here on out, even, as you said, there's nothing each pitcher needs to protect. It's
Right.
just about playing a smart game from here on out and setting your team the best up to just get 1 run. That's all you need. 1 to take the lead and possibly win it.
Fouled away. 0-1 for Tristan Gallegos. First baseman hitting in the 7 hole. Out of Santa Monica High School, closer to my neck of the woods. In LA.
Oh, 2 count. Chance to get out of the inning.
You know, ooh,
Oh,
hit him.
no.
And again, that's a second hit batter as a team for the Raiders.
And that's the second hit in an 0-2 count.
That's exactly right. He let it get away. You know, he's got a quirky delivery. It almost comes in as a sidearm, and then he comes over the top.
That's just a big
Mistake.
miscue, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Gonzalez up to bat. He's 0 of 4. Did get on first on a drop third strike.
Right-hander out of La Abra Sonora High School in La Mirada. They also have a lot of left-handed bats. That's something we didn't mention today on the
There's quite
roster.
a
A
few.
lot of lefties.
Guys like Matsumoto and Hirschberger, both left-handed. I believe Nakaza is as well.
Swung on and missed, 0-2. Trying to get out of this with just the hit batter. Keeping it tied at 6. Oh-2 again is grounded to third. Playable to first, and the inning. Another scoreless frame. Keeps it tied. 6-6. Bottom 8.
Moore Park gets their second to last chance. 6 outs.
If they score in this half inning, they won't have to bat in the bottom of the 9th if they're able to keep the Wildcats off the base paths. Noah Matsumoto, he's still on the mound. They are working that arm. And the only other thing I can think of is not only getting him some work, but if the other people in the bullpen have logged so many innings that they're just worn out, you give it to a guy who hasn't pitched much.
And see what he can do, because this could be Matsumoto, a freshman on the team. This could be a guy you look at as a pitcher next year, play a little bit more for you.
Starting rotation or coming out of the pen, whatever they decide. Again, came into the game playing left field in the starting lineup and then shifted toward the mound and then stayed in the batting order as the pitcher.
Only an inning and a half left to go. Moore Park needs some sort of spark here. And starts with their leadoff Jester.
Top of the order, 1, 2, 3.
Jester struggled so far today, yet to get on base, but 2 and 3, Grieger and McFarland have had an excellent day at the plate.
A bunt, he swung. It's an interesting way to try and get on, trying to tell himself to calm down. Michael, known as a speedster, but I don't know if this is the time to try and drop a bunt down.
Well, I wouldn't say so. I mean, you're just trying to get any sort of contact here, put it in play. I mean, look at the scoreboard. Look at the errors. Probably
Ball 1.
favors you better if you're able to get contact, put it in the field.
One, 1. Low, 2 and 1. One run gives the Raiders a lead again. Chance to close it out. Jester swings at a high pitch. Took a big hack, 2 and 2. Ground ball. Is it fair? Yes. Dribbler. Francisco from his knees. Got him. Oh, what a play. Wow.
Jester. Well, just a half second away from being safe.
That was a la Pudge Rodriguez right there. That was
An amazing throw from the catcher to get Jester out at first. Now Leon Grieger comes up.
Ivan used to do that with Texas when he was. Nobody wanted to run on him. Still 6-6. That's a big out. High, 2 and 0. Grieger trying to get on.
Well, failed to do that last time. Trying to get back in his groove. He was 3 for 3 before his previous.
2 and 1. Auto take. High and away, 3 and 1. Good hitters count for Shane. He'll take a hack and foul it away. Full we go.
A full count. Big next pitch coming up.
Inside, ball 4, and Noah loses him. It's a walk.
Well, now you got 1 out. Greer on base and McFarland up.
Andrew with
4
3
4.
stolen bags and 4 for 4 on the day.
Doesn't get really much better than that.
Talk about a game.
He's been
That's a stat line you save.
efficient out of this world.
One out, runner on. There goes the runner, ball in the dirt. Scooped up, thrown way late. Stolen base, Shane Leon Grieger.
It's Grieger's 6th stolen base of the year.
There he is, Andrew, huh?
I believe that's his 2nd of the game, so make it 7 on the year.
Raiders trying to be aggressive. Runner in scoring position, 6-6 score. Farland's had a good day, now trying to seize this opportunity.
The aggressiveness is how Moorpark's been in this
And
game.
that is popped foul out of play.
I don't like those ones. I don't know where they go.
Yeah, I don't like them either because I'm terrified of balls coming back near my face, even though that's never going to happen here.
I never know. Pop fly, end up falling right smack in the middle of the table.
As someone who loves baseball, I don't like getting hit in the head with them.
I don't really think anybody would.
Yeah.
It's not the most fun experience out there.
2-1.
Here we go, Andrew, huh?
Only time I've ever actually been hit has come off my own father's bat in a softball game. But we won't get into that. Ground ball to second. Does it get in the hole? No. Good fielding play and got the out. 2 down, runner to third.
Oh, McFarland, for the first time, now he's 4 of 5, doesn't get on base.
Well, that was the right place to put it because it nearly got in the hole the other way.
It would have resulted in a driven-in run and a single, on an RBI single at that, but nonetheless, he's out. 2 outs, runner on third. Prado a chance to drive it home.
Prado is trying to get an RBI, give the Raiders a lead.
He could put West LA on their last 3 outs.
Comes in with 16, takes a strike. He needs to help himself with 2 down.
We saw him get on base last time. In that 3-run scoring inning.
0-1, big hack, 0-2, swing and a miss.
Prado's got to be careful. You're going to try to get him swinging at this next one.
This could be the spot where Noah decides to throw something in the dirt. We'll see.
Prado's got to be careful not to chase.
Oh, 2, fouled away. Oh and 2, 2 out. Runner at third. Prado trying to battle. He will lace it into left. It's got carry and playable to end the inning. So a sigh of relief for West LA. They get out of it unscathed. We go top 9, 6-6.
Last chance for both teams. Not able to cash in as Moorpark to answer to the 2 runs given up. They had a chance. A couple mistakes results in now 0 on the board in the 8th. 6-6 heading to the 9th.
Jackson Jordan, freshman right-hander, will make his 14th appearance on the year. Comes in with a 6.12 ERA as they're going back deep into the bullpen again.
He's got to come up big with a save here.
Well, there isn't a save in a tie game. The Raiders would have had to come up with the lead in the 8th. Instead, it's just a placeholder. Trying to hold the score where it is right now.
Got to definitely limit the damage in this one. Give your guys a chance to walk it off in the bottom 9.
Jackson Jordan, right-hander, 25 innings, 17 earned runs, 25 walks, 25 Ks, even there. Came in normally to relieve guys like Cody Carson, but we haven't seen him today. Figueroa, Sanchez, Matsumoto. Swung on and missed. 0-1. Outside corner, 0-2. Figueroa didn't like it, took a look back.
Early dangerous count. Jordan looking to put him away early. Go 1 up, 1 down.
Got him. Looking with a word for the umpire on the way back.
Well, not happy with
Yeah,
it,
no,
but
he
nonetheless.
did not
3
appreciate
straight
the
strikes.
sequence. I think he didn't like the 0-1 pitch more than the 0-2. Up and in. Sanchez, top of the order.
Sanchez walked last time at bat. Nothing came of it.
Strike one. Way outside. Jordan yanked that one. Ball low and away. 3-1. Ball 4. That's a leadoff walk. Some game pressure now with Jordan with a runner at first.
Well, best hitter on the team, Matsumoto. 378 average, mentioned earlier.
The seesaw battle continues. Matsumoto with a chance. Runner at first. And time called is, I think, well, is there a softball? No. What do they got? Yes, there is. There is also, Moore Park women's team is playing just next door to us.
I believe they're playing their second of a doubleheader right now.
Ball 1, 1-0. You know, this is one heck of a way to finish a year, isn't it?
It is quite the
1-0,
game.
1-0 through 5, 4-1, 6-4, 6-6.
It's been quite the up and down game for both teams, really. As you mentioned, a seesaw battle back and forth.
Laced into left and foul. Whoa, that ball nearly sailed on Jackson Jordan. Great save over there by Whitcomb. Outside corner, 1-2.
Big opportunity as a strikeout here. Has one to his name to start. Can he pick up the second and the second out of the inning?
Goes to left, it stays fair in the corner. Here comes the runner from first. They're saying they're going to wave him in. The throw is nowhere near in time, and West LA retakes the lead. Noah Matsumoto with a massive RBI double to left.
Now the Raiders in some trouble. Down one, you got to do damage control from here on out. Give your batters a shot in the bottom 9 to take back this game.
Just their 6th hit, but their 7th run. Chance to add on now. Strike one. Foul and nearly took out the on-deck batter. Whew, that one was a missile.
On deck, Kai Hirschberger. Wouldn't want to injure your own teammate.
Yeah, that was
who's playing at his caliber right now.
Yeah. Whew, well, that was a laser beam.
Just coming off an RBI triple. I'll have another chance at it when he comes up to bat. But for now, an 0-2 count.
Low and away. Ball one.
Gill keeping his composure.
Be big to just get out of this inning, giving up 1 run.
Give you a lot better of a chance to win it in the bottom or possibly push for extra innings.
Wildcats looking for an insurance, and they're going to get it as that one is laced into the gap and down. That's a double. Matsumoto will score. 8-6 Wildcats.
And now on top of the back-to-back RBIs, you have the best hitter today. Hirschberger comes up to the plate with a runner on second. Chance to go up 3 or more, possibly 4.
Haven't seen a home run yet today. Came close a couple of times.
Hirschberger, the only, or one of 3 to reach 2 home runs for West LA.
That ball will get into right field. One more will come in. It's 3 straight doubles, 9-6.
He's turning 3.
And now going for third, and there's a triple. His second, I believe, of the day.
Well, second RBI triple back-to-back up at bats for Hirschberger. Moorpark's letting this one slip away. You change pitchers
and they're going to need another pitching change as Jordan has lost his control, and they're going to yank him.
You got to just figure out a way to stop West LA at this point. I mean, 2 outs still to go.
Owen Izzo is stepping into the mound, or onto the mound, whatever you'd like to say there. Lefty, freshman, 9th appearance on the year, 18 innings pitched, a 4.5 ERA. 9 earned runs with a runner at third and less than 2 outs. Chance for the Wildcats to go up by 4. And Nakaza will step in out of Hermosa Beach. Ground ball, picked it short, throw to first, runner can't come home, 2 down. Infielders were in. Ian McVeigh, pitch hitter, stepping in. Six-foot, 170-pound right-handed batter out of Culver City. McVeigh takes a ball, 1-0.
McVeigh coming into this game. He's got only 27 at-bats, a 148 hitter.
Swung on and missed, 1-1.
Opportunity to get that third out. It's been elusive thus far in this inning. Down 3. I mean, giving up 3. We're tied 6-6. 3 consecutive RBIs. 2 doubles and a triple.
Outside corner, 1-2. Owen trying to stop the bleeding. One-two pitch, swung on and missed. Will end the inning. So Izzo comes in and gets the out they need. They're down 3. We've seen crazier things happen. Remember, last week the Raiders were down by 5. Had a 5-run 8th inning. This will be in the 9th. Came back to win the game. Will they have a shot at it here? Down 3. 3 outs left to play.
Well, they're going to need their best inning on the day. Only an inning of 1, 2, and 3 runs. Meanwhile, West LA does have a 4, and as you mentioned, we saw a 5 last time we were here from the Raiders, but yet to achieve that mark today. They have 5 in their last 2. Or their last 3, correction. The previous in the 8th. Coming up with 0. They had a runner on third.
Peyton Riley is going to be the one to start it off.
Well, can he do it again? Can he kickstart this team and bring them back late after a disastrous top of the 9th? All they'll need is 4.
Chuck something up right here.
So Riley steps in. Chance to lead it off.
Riley gotten on base all but once. His 5th up at bat now.
And if anything goes crazy, then they may pull Noah, but he is the one to finish this. Inside, ball 1. Strike 1, pour it in there. Connor Whitcomb on deck. Low, ball 1.
Riley with the advantage in the count. West LA's clawed back in the hit category, bringing it 8-13.
Outside corner. 2-2. Two pitch. Ground ball. Riley able to get the bat on it. He's got speed. Throw to first in time. 1 down.
Well, one of the most explosive hitters for Moore Park. Grounding out to start the bottom 9. Riley will finish his day most likely as a 4 of 6 hitter today.
Whitcomb takes low, ball 1.
Got to start with, the best opportunity is if it starts at Whitcomb. You can get it going with only 1 out on the board, but if Whitcomb ends up going out, you're going to need a 3-run rally with no outs to give.
2-0 count.
That'll put Moore Park in a tough situation.
3-0 count. Whitcomb being nice and patient up there.
He's being smart, not swinging at anything that's not his pitch.
3-0. Whoa! Hello, that one got away.
Well, the last 4 have gotten away, and that's a 4-pitch walk.
That one just slipped out of his hand. Well, so a free gift for the Raiders. 4-pitch walk. Whitcomb on at first. Martinez at the plate.
Martinez was the tying run at 6.
Takes one over the inside corner. Strike 1.
Well, Matsumoto now back in a groove. It's his first strike after pretty disappointing up at bat when it was
Whoa, that one tied him up. 0-2 inside on the hands.
up to Whitcomb. Got walked in 4 pitches. Starts off with a strike. Now a foul, 2 strike. Big chance for a strikeout. This would be in a second out of the inning.
Oh, 2. Inside out swing. Has a weird angle to it. And the fielder fell down. Did he make the catch? He did.
An amazing catch in
Oh
the
my
outfield,
God.
but that one's got to sting
that's
for
gonna
Moore Park.
sting.
You thought you had a runner advancing to third and second, most likely.
The fielder fell, and somehow the ball ended up in his glove.
Instead, Whitcomb is left alone on the bases, 2 outs. And it comes down to Tyler Coert.
Backup catcher steps in.
He's had back-to-back RBIs in his last 2 at-bats. It's 50% from the plate.
I still don't know how he
2
made
of
that
4.
catch.
Well, he got it stumbling down to the ground.
Raiders down to their final out, runner on first. Inside corner. 0-1.
You know, if Moore Park's unable to score, it'll be the exact reverse
Outside, ball 2.
of Thursday's game, which Moore Park won 9-6. If the score remains the same, West LA will take this one 9-6.
1-1.
Script.
They called time as ball got away for a second.
Yep, a softball.
For a second, I thought they called balk, but I heard ball, so.
Oh, and he fails to throw it out on the first attempt.
Well, you know.
It's off the wall. You'd think for an outfielder, you'd have a cannon out there, but
well,
softball's a little different.
Yeah. 1-1 count. Got a strike. Raiders down to their final strike with 2 away here.
If you're caught anything close, you got to swing. You don't want to go out looking. You got to give your team a chance.
Way outside. Matsumoto wants that one back. He yanked it. 2-2. Three and two. Runner will get a head start.
There we go. Full count, 2 outs. Bottom of the 9th. Down 2. You need to get on base. Down to Tyler Court.
Three, 2, runner goes, and ball 4. Inning continues. Tying run is coming to the plate.
And the tying run.
Did Michael Jester get called back, or did they
just? They are bringing Leon Grieger.
Leon Grieger.
Or maybe not.
Hang on. No, that's number 6.
Zach Camel.
Zach Camel, 152 average.
He's got an RBI on the season. This is only his 47th at-bat.
Could be just a positioning move because Jester's
in the
bats from the other side. So who would he be replacing? That's ball 1.
Not entirely sure he would replace. Back-to-back
Ball
balls.
2. All of a sudden, Matsumoto might be feeling some pressure here.
Yep, he's starting to lose his control a little bit. 6 balls in the last 2 at-bats.
2-0. Auto take, 2-1.
Tying run at the plate. I mean, think of Zach Campbell. Hasn't been in this game at all up to this point. First up at bat.
And if you're Noah, you want to make him feel the pressure. Instead, it's 3-1.
I mean, a walk here would bring the winning run to the plate with 2 outs.
Want to make him swing at something
Jester
in the zone.
And the one thing is Jester, a reliable hitter for this team as the leadoff, but
hasn't gotten on base today. That's another walk.
wow. So it's down to Jester possibly. And you got to think, Justin, if there is a walk here, you leave Leon Grieger and McFarland up to bat with 2 outs and bases loaded.
And with the same pitcher on the mound,
Yeah,
or do you pull Matsumoto?
If Jester's able to get on base, I'd say you want to look at a pitching change because
it's a fair question.
Grieger and McFarland already know what they're doing against Matsumoto.
Michael Jester, the winning run at the plate.
Could Jester go from nothing today to the hero?
Inside corner, strike 1.
Quite literally from 0 to hero if you're Jester in this up at bat.
Well, what did we see last week? We saw a rally. Of course, it didn't all come with 2 outs, but
No. Well, it didn't come with the bases loaded like this either. Quite the opportunity for Jester.
fouled away. Final strike, down to their last 0-2.
They've managed to load the bases.
He was 0-2 earlier in this inning.
No home runs on the season for Moore Park. If there's time for one, this would be it.
Gave up a strikeout, and there it is, and that'll do it.
And they catch Jester looking for the second straight time at a strike 3 to end it.
And that'll do it. West LA comes from behind and wins this ball game. They're 6th on the year, 9-6 the final. Well, you know, it's been one heck of a year with you, Luke. I've loved every second of it. And we'd like to thank our entire crew, both for our fall and spring seasons, and our director, Michael Grimes, saying so long here from Moore Park Stadium. What a year it's been. We'll see you in September, everybody. Thank you for joining us.